Hello guys, the UEFA Champions League is back in fold with another set of matches this week. So we will be giving you guys our predictions on the first 4 games today. You are always advised to choose the picks you agree with and remember to bet responsibly and do not bet with money you cannot afford to lose. So without further ado, let us get right into it. Brest are all ready to battle PSG in the UEFA Champions League 2024-25 playoff match at home. Les Pirates ended their league phase campaign in 18th place after winning half of 8 matches played. Paris Saint-Germain ended in the 15th spot after winning the same amount of matches as Brest, but because of their goal difference, they ended 3 spots up. Brest will be at home and they will be slightly low on confidence as they lost their previous outing against Paris Saint-Germain at home. Although they are on a 2-match victory run, it is still going to be a difficult outing and the stakes here are high as well. It will be interesting to see how this first leg clash between Brest and the visitors will end up. Paris Saint-Germain are doing well in the Ligue 1 as expected. The approach to their UCL match against Brest might be a little different because of the high stakes involved. PSG will be confident coming in as they recently won a league match against Brest. PSG's astonishing head-to-head record against Brest over the past 40 years speaks for itself, and with Dembélé unable to stop scoring at this present time, the hosts should not pose too many problems for the French champions. Whether Les Parisiens can finally go all the way this year remains to be seen, but as was the case just 2 Saturdays ago, Enrique's men will surely ease past Roy's side with multiple goals to boot. Placing a bet on Dembélé to score or Dembélé to have 2+ shots on target is certainly not a bad idea. So I'm gonna go 1-3 PSG win and my betting tip is PSG team total over 1.5 goals. This is going to be an epic clash between the two teams. Juve are not having a very exciting season when it comes to the UCL, but they still managed to land the 20th spot after winning 3 of their 8 games in the European competition. On the other hand, PSV won 4 matches and finished 14th. Juventus lost their previous UEFA Champions League fixture against Benfica because of their lackluster performance. They did gain some confidence after winning back-to-back games in Serie A. They maintained their shape well. For their upcoming UCL clash at home, the old lady will be looking to do the same. The coming first leg of their UCL clash is a very crucial one, and with the support of their home fans, they might end up as the better side. PSV Eindhoven are in good form and they will be confident when they face Juventus away from home. They defeated Liverpool in their last Champions League game. Kolo Muani is firing on all cylinders up front. Stalemate specialists Juventus are finally converting draws into victories and have already outwitted PSV on one occasion in this season's Champions League. The Dutch outfit can always be backed to make at least one of their forward forays count, but Mata's men still have our vote to take a slender advantage to Eindhoven for the second leg. So placing a bet on Kolo Muani to score is not a bad idea. As we have already noted, PSV scored 69 goals in 22 matches of the Dutch league. Naturally, such numbers don't appear out of nowhere. It's a credit to the coaching staff and players. Peter Bosz's team plays active attacking football and isn't afraid to take initiative even against more formidable opponents. It's no surprise that the team has high figures for earned corners as well. The Red and White Army approaches the corner flag an average of 6.9 times per game. So I'm gonna go for 2-1 Juventus win and my betting tip is PSV team total over 3.5 corner kicks. The Premier League defending champions are not in the best of form and the same can be said for the La Liga giants. Both sides have not been able to dominate UCL this season as they used to under the changed format. Pep Guardiola's men finished in the 22nd spot on the league phase table after winning only 3 matches out of 8. Manchester City won their last UCL match against Club Brugge, which helped them seal a place in the playoffs. Only the top 8 teams in the points table directly qualified for the next round of the European competition. Real Madrid are the UCL defending champions, but they finished in the 11th place after only winning 5 of their 8 Champions League proceedings. Carlo Ancelotti's men are having a tough time. They are going to have a tough battle against the citizens. A win here is necessary for both sides. It will be interesting to watch this encounter as it might end up as a high-voltage contest. The less said about Man City's display at Leyton Orient the better, but Guardiola inevitably made a surfeit of changes, and the champions of England have rediscovered a knack for goals, and indeed victories, on their Etihad turf recently. The hosts' offensive exploits on their own patch spells trouble for Real Madrid and their decimated defense, but Ancelotti's men never know when they are beaten in Europe, and we expect the holders to return home the happier after an entertaining first-leg draw. Man City corner kicks is something you guys should also keep an eye on. So I'm going to go for 2-2 draw, and my betting tip is both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Sporting CP are all set to lock horns with Borussia Dortmund in their next UEFA Champions League 2024-25 match of the playoffs phase at home. Sporting Lisbon were barely able to make it to the playoffs phase. They only were able to win 3 matches and finish 23rd in the league phase. BVB ended in 10th place after winning 5 of their 8 UCL matches. The new Champions League format has increased problems for some teams, and for others, it is coming out as a treat. Sporting CP will be low on confidence even at home because they haven't been able to win even one of their last 4 UCL matches. They were held to a draw in their last match of the European competition by Serie A side Bologna. Sporting are going to face a tough competition against Dortmund, but they will surely have a chance to take them down. Borussia Dortmund haven't been in their best form this season. From delivering poor performances in the Bundesliga to average performances in the Champions League, BVB might have some difficulties when they take on their upcoming rivals Sporting CP. The Liga Portugal side are doing very well in the league, but the same cannot be said for their UCL fixtures. Corner kicks is something you guys should keep an eye on because this game is going to be end-to-end play. With both sides still adapting to recent managerial changes and struggling to string a consistent run together, Tuesday's first leg has a draw written all over it. Kovac cannot fix Dortmund's leaky defense overnight, but Gyökeres may not be firing on all cylinders after his recent injury, so we cannot see either side claiming an advantage before the return fixture. So I'm going to go for 1-1 draw, and my betting tip is both teams to score, yes.